at Sussex and Saffron Street, and the national cleanup led by His Excellency President Ali, cleaning up garbage from around the country. I am in the city. Look at me, this behind me. This is some unconscionable businessman that did this, and we can't keep doing that. This is extremely irritating to me that we have to wake up at 6 o'clock and clean people's rubbish because they have zero responsibility. And so we're going to have to really, really move very quickly, and I intend to do it to a place where people get charged for this, where we change the culture out forcibly so that this is not what we look like anymore. And even as we work on new laws, we have laws now that can operate. This must be, if not the last, at least one of our last cleanups. This can't be what we're doing. We're at Sussex.
Well, if this is the last or one of the last cleanups, we're in a serious situation. There's got to be a continual effort. There's got to be a maintaining program as well, so that these areas can be maintained, right? Well, guess what? Persons from Team Green were speaking about this as well. We're going to hear from the Honorable Miss Annette Ferguson as well on these situations that's going on presently. But firstly, we see some of what's going on with the cleanup campaign.
Well, we're in Durban Street Lodge, and this is what happens when people don't move. Having put up public notices, published pictures on Facebook 2 weeks, this is what happens. But we got to continue the exercise. So I hope that everybody across the main and public access roads who have been taking it for granted that probably the ministry will pass, somebody said, hey, Jill, you've been looking after everywhere, but you left Lodge for last. Well, we work everywhere. And I guess because I have engagements here in Lodge, they want to know why it took me so long. But we can't allow this to continue to happen. And I hope everybody's taking notice. You have derelicts in the corner. If you need them, move them. If not, we will move them. And you'll have to pay to get it back. And you won't be able to put it back on the shoulder. Thank you.
Everybody out doing
so I'm
their
coming
part.
to you live from Main Street with the National Cleanup Campaign. This is the Chinese group Power China, and they are doing their cleaning up on Main Street. I passed early this morning and I saw them, and they are coming to. Imagine the Chinese in our country cleaning up our country. We wouldn't have to go to China and do this, so we need to maintain our surroundings. But look at this, what's happening here. It's beautiful that these guys from China, Power China, they're out here and they're cleaning. And look at this. Yeah. So they're out here cleaning. This is Power China, and they decided we're going to take on this Main Street to do the cleaning here in Main Street. And excuse me, ma'am, would you like to say something on behalf of yeah. Okay. Yeah, so National Cleanup Campaign is on the way, and the Chinese are out here from Power China Group, and they are cleaning up. And if you look, this is Main Street, Just like, yeah. So massive cleanup happening across the country, and this is Main Street. Yeah, so we're coming from Main Street. Cleanup is on the way. See, they got a big loader here with them. And we're getting Guyana clean again. Look, we gotta maintain it, all right? That's what we need to do. We need to maintain it.
The most important thing is the maintenance part of the situation. And people shouldn't got call you out to tell you, hey, clean up the environment. You're living in one of the most wealthiest countries in the world. You're living in one of the most beautiful parts of the world, right? Why somebody got to tell you, hey, come out and clean up? It's something that we should be taking as an initiative And I hope that a lot of persons start to take it as an initiative, buddy, because it's important, very, very important. We keep the environment looking better than how it was, and it's going to prevent a lot of flooding and all kind of other problems that persons are definitely going to encounter if they continue in this manner. But guess what? Honorable Annette Ferguson is highlighting this about what's going on with the cleanup. Let's hear these details. If you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, please and thank you, take a couple of seconds and thumbs up this live so that it'll be boosted in the algorithm, and other persons that are usually a part of the chat and a part of our live presentations will know that we are live right now. So if you're watching us in the rewind in the future or right now, hit that thumbs up button. Help to boost this live in the algorithm. Almost 200 frequent travelers live with us right now. Let's get into these details.
Give, let me say, $5 billion to the council, which they have to be accountable for. They must account for it. But that money now, the council could decide among themselves that, well, look, X amount will go to the different constituencies, depending on the size.
Insights coming in from the Honorable Miss Ferguson, right? Seems like that are a part of the live, all the moderators that are a part of the live, pick up yourself. I'm telling you, so much going on in our beautiful nation as we get these updates coming in from.
We're tenants in our own land. We are tenants in our own land. Right? We are tenants. Because the Chinese could come and do as they like. You don't go in the bank and see Chinese banking. The Chinese getting all the concessions. Right? This body getting all whatever concessions. What are we getting as a people? Victimization, discrimination. Oh, you talking up too much? You can't get okay, you can't do this, you can't do this. This is what happening in this land. It ought to be like this. If we have different political views, and I choose a political pathway because I believe in the principles and the ideologies of that political organization, I am first Guyanese. I am first Guyanese in this land. And I must be able to work and earn. I'm thieving and I'm robbing people. That is what is happening every day. A young one calling, Miss Ferguson, can you help me with a job? I apply, you know, how many applications are sent out? Yeah, I say much, yeah, I got creating how much 50,000 jobs and 50,000 this and 50,000 that. And still people can't get a job in this country, in the old land. But at the ministry of all the ministries, a lot of people who are unqualified holding big positions. Why? Why? Why I got a giant PPP? Forget border patrol position or get some parliamentary position or get some PS position. Why? 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 Is one woman will never sell her soul. Will never sell this soul. Right? Because I always believe God is my provider. He's my sustainer. And it's in Him I put my trust. So my brothers and sisters, what I'm to do today? No, what I'm to do?
8 Butterfly Black Seed, loaded with antioxidants and essential nutrients for your body's needs. Breathe better, feel better, live healthier. 8 Butterfly Black Seed supports your immune system, respiratory health, and heart function in every single capsule. 8butterfly.com.
Just a couple days ago, and I see no breakage. I see no breakage. What really going on in this city, man? So the mayor and his councils, y'all gotta do a little more better. Y'all gotta go out there and police what is happening out there. And all these recalcitrant residents, hold them accountable, man. We cannot allow a few people to affect an entire community. If we do the right thing, in this country, things gonna go well for all of us. Things will go well for all of us in this country. But it's sheer lawlessness. Oh, we got to go with the flow. Go with what flow? When we go to America, we got toe the line. We have to toe the line. When we go to the Caribbean countries, we got to toe the line. And some people, you know, I had to do this live this morning, this good Saturday morning, because of what I've just witnessed on our roadways. The lawlessness in this country. We have a lawless government who just don't care. All they care about is about how they can thief we money and fill the pockets. That is what they care about. I'm really, really upset here this morning. Why are soldiers out there in uniform? Oh, by the time you come to the front of the class, you know you don't like to be called out. But you're head of the army, man. We all doing to those poor soldiers. There's not a responsibility. Is that a part of their JD? To clean drains and pick up garbage? These things were not created by them. That is the mandate of the mayor and city council, who got to get their workers out there to clean the place. Not the soldiers or the policemen. Y'all like pass the soldiers and policemen. I'm not against a national cleanup campaign, but it must be done in a coordinated way. Give the money to the council and let the council decide how they're going to utilize the monies. The council got representatives, a councillor for each constituency. And if you as central government give, let me say, $5 billion to the council, which they have to be accountable for, they must account for it. But that money now, the council could decide among themselves that, well, look, X amount will go to the different constituencies. Depending on the size of the constituency, another might, a few might get more than the rest. And let me tell you something. If that method is employed, I believe the council for that constituency now can mobilize the people who voted for him or her. And those residents will get involved. The tools, you cook up a nice big pot and the residents will get involved. But no, I care about is how we could get this money and channel it for the people pocket and key. Because after this national cleanup campaign here today, where I know for a fact that many areas will be missed, including the alleyways. You got alleyways between Albert and North Road, no, between North Road and Rob Street, Bakewell, and where my family home is. Then you got from Rob Street to Regent Street, another set of alleyways. Then you got from Regent to, I think, so, Charlotte Street, another set of alleyways. Look at those alleyways. Look at the alleyways. And you're talking about National Cleanup Campaign. National Cleanup Campaign. Before the good Lord ready to take me from the face of this earth, I would like to see us return to the days when I could have seen concrete. When I used to play scoot, my big brother used to make them wooden scooter, and instead we scooting down the alleyways. The generation that came after me, my generation, they know about playing in alleyways. Look, the Merrimon Malls. I remember as a little girl flying kite in Merrimon Malls. I know about playing on the steam, on the monkey swing, going in them little concrete circles, jumping. I know about those days. I had those days. Look what they've done. You got high-rising buildings built in this city. No provision for parking. So now you open space, you convert it now to parking space. That's what you are doing, depriving the little boy and girl from, enjoying their childhood days. Playing a little cricket, playing a little hide and seek, playing a little football, playing a little volleyball. I know about those days on the Merrimon Mall. Look at it now. Look at it now. It's now become a commercial entity for parking. They got the vendors, the barbers, them on the malls, they're cutting here and all kinds of things. But what is really going back into the community? Nothing is going back into the community. So my brothers and sisters, y'all don't get too excited. Don't let little roadwork, little contract you get in, or building, them high building going up around the city excite y'all, What matters for us as Guyanese is how we can live a decent life.
Powerful point. Coming from the former MP, Honorable Annette Ferguson. What are your views, Delta 9 travelers? Call it in. The hotline number is scrolling on the screen. Definitely take advantage of the chat as well and drop it into the chat. So many travelers in the chat right now. Big up to all the travelers that are live with us. And big up to all the travelers that are going to catch this live in the rewind in the future. Thanks for spending some time with us right here on Delta 9 Media. The hotline numbers on the screen. What are your views about what Honorable Annette Ferguson was highlighting, among other headlines that we would have covered right here on Delta 9 Media on this live? Now, as we analyze more of what's going on right now in the headlines in Guyana, I'm telling you, so much going on. There's a picture that tells 1,000 words. What comes to mind when you see this? Drop it in the comment section. Let's have some meaningful conversation about this. Drop it into the chat. What comes to mind, Delta 9 travelers, when you take a look at the picture on your screen right now? A picture tells 1,000 words. What comes to mind when you take a look at this picture? I'm telling you, who remember the initiative that was set up by the former president, Honorable President Granger? Who remember those buses from then, right? As we analyze more of what's going on in our beautiful nation, a picture tells 1,000 words. What comes to mind when you look at this picture? Drop it in the comment section if you're live now, or if you can catch me in the rewind in the future. Big up yourself, right? As we get into some insights, because persons are talking about it. And we're here to highlight these important headlines.
It's a good look, can't lie, but there is a but. There should be buses in each region, all 10 regions. Don't just provide it for just region 6 alone. Is right? Yeah, but it's a good look. At least you could say it's a start.